Hi guys, James,
Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
and welcome to another We've Fixed Some Stuff update on development of Crowdrender. So we have done another 3 weeks worth of work, or thereabouts, so far.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And we've got some new stuff to show you. Obviously this stuff hasn't been released yet, but it will be eventually. There'll be a new version coming out. We're not too sure when that's happening, because we're just releasing when we feel like the build is actually better than the last one, or roughly thereabouts. So what we've added in this sprint is the ability to see updates from each node. And what I mean by that is now there's a little list thing here, and inside that list will be things like, oh, it's been synced, or it's uploading, or it's sync failed, and also why that is. So before this all happened, it was a bit of a mystery as to why things would sync fail, but now it's actually going to be printed out so you can see what's in there, and then you can try doing something about it. So I'm going to show you just what that looks like now. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll just do a quick render with Eevee to show you what happens in here. So beforehand, you wouldn't be able to see any of the output from the render process. So if there were problems, you didn't really know. It just said there was an error with it, and it didn't render, which wasn't very helpful. So some useful feedback from you guys have been to actually tell you what's going on. So now this list, as you're rendering, actually gets populated with stuff from the render. So this is from the render process, and you can see that it's doing samples, you can see it's opened a file, and hopefully this is going to be useful for you guys. I'll actually do a bit better example, so I'll open Classroom. So as you can see, this file is missing all of the chairs and tables from this room. This is a well-known benchmark called the Classroom benchmark. Normally it's full of tables and chair models, but they're not in here. This is on purpose because when I go to render this, you're going to see that I open this list of issues, you can see there are some warnings now. And this is hopefully going to help you track down problems if you're doing a large project which has a lot of external assets like textures or even other blend files with props in them. If the render process on those other nodes can't find this stuff, then you're going to see all these warnings pop up in here, and you can find them. And if you do see these warnings coming up when you've started a render, you can then just cancel the render and go and see if you can fix them. So that's going to make the process of troubleshooting hopefully a little bit less mysterious and more useful. The other thing that we fixed is there was a network problem. That was how you said I should pitch it, right? Sorry, Jeremy's sitting next to me chuckling. So essentially what has happened, a few people mentioned that when they're entering a computer and they type the host name in like this, what's supposed to happen is when you click connect, this is supposed to appear here. This is the IP address of the computer. So for some reason on a few computers this wasn't happening. We've now fixed that because this was actually happening to me and I couldn't get this computer's IP address to show up at all. So in the next version that bug will be fixed. So when you type your when you type your host name in or your computer name in, it's actually going to find your IP address for you automatically, and then you can connect, which is going to be great. There's also, that same fix helps people who have more than one network card or one network they're connected to on a computer. So if your computer has more than one network it's attached to, like Wi-Fi or Ethernet or a combination of the two, then we've now fixed it so that it will be able to use all of those networks. Whereas in the past it had trouble doing that. I'm going to throw it over to you two, because I've said tons and you guys have just watched me do it. So is there anything else that guys should be... I mean, Jeremy, you've been working on hybrid rendering. So.
Yeah, I've been working on fixing an issue with hybrid rendering where if you try and render on a node with just the GPU, the CPU would render as well if the scene had hybrid rendering set up originally on the client computer. So once that's been completed and added into the build, which James doesn't have at the moment, you'll be able to select the GPU for any one of the nodes that you're rendering on, and it will also let you choose whether the CPU is going to render with that.
Which is going to be awesome.
Which is, yeah, it's going to be excellent.
Because I think it was very difficult to do that before now.
Yeah. We won't be able to show you with James's computer anyway because he doesn't have any GPUs in the machine. So
No, I don't. Sorry about that. I think
that'll be good.
I think that pretty much wraps it up for now. Chris, do you have anything you want to say?
No, nothing major's happened on the website of stuff.
If you've been paying attention
Lots
to your
of
email,
minor things.
minor things.
Minor things like a few emails.
Yes, we've been testing the email server on you, so apologies if you felt like we were sending you spam email, but that's all under control now. We just had a bit of a bug in the email system, but Chris has been on the ball for fixing that, so
Yes.
no, you won't get any unwanted emails from now on, at least not ones that we didn't want to send you, because there was certainly an email which we hoped we hadn't sent to everyone, but we did.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that's the end of this video update, so feel free to like, share and subscribe it, and tune back in another 3 weeks. We'll have another dev update, and hopefully by that time we'll also have a release. We'll see how we go with that. For now, cheerio from all of us here at Crowdrender.
Thanks, guys.